So, let's start this. Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see you here and to a session about Azure governance and everything what's about this. Who of you is currently using Azure platform or infrastructure services? And who of you has made some thoughts before starting with Azure concerning Azure governance? Yeah, that's cool. Question is, what actually is governance? And if we see this, we will realize that governance is about rules, about policies, about their implementation and how to monitor that they are properly implemented. Okay? So it's not the way to start like jumping in and doing things in Azure, but it's like plan first and act second. And if we start with Azure, we start with Azure subscriptions. And on a subscription level, we have several options to go, right? If we say we have a company, an enterprise like the Contoso Inc., we have several options to divide such an enterprise. For example, into departments, like an IT department, a specialty department, or into locations, like a US and a European location. And then we have the options to provide subscriptions on the location level or on the department level. For example, I've seen some customers who have started with an enterprise agreement and all of their admins got their own Azure subscription. And they started to put Azure resources into a single subscription. And yeah, they didn't see each other. So you have virtual machines in subscription 1, you have maybe storage accounts in subscription 2, and so on. And you don't know how to bring them together at the end. And into the subscriptions, we have resource groups, and our resources are put into these resource groups. And also there we have several options to go. My name is Tom, and I'm a lead consultant for the Allegri International Service GmbH in Germany. And my job is to provide some information for our customers, to do workshops concerning Azure infrastructure, Azure security, and Azure governance. And if we see what we have as governance features in Azure, we have to start with common sense. Any one of you has been here in the session before this one about Azure PowerShell, about PowerShell overall? No? Well, the guy said you need to be aware of what you're doing. And what Voltaire said is common sense is not so common. Should be a joke, but in reality it is. I often get questions such like, hey, how do you make sure not to accidentally delete some of your resources? And my answer is common sense. You just don't run a nuke all script against your environment. You don't do it on-prem, you don't do it in Azure. And the deletion of core resources in Azure is not so easy as well, because you have to say, I want to delete, and then you enter the name of your resource group and say, okay, yes, I want to delete. So you have to misclick at least 2 times. Common sense goes hand in hand with resource locks. Anyone of you is using resource locks at the moment? Awesome, cool. Resource locks help you to protect your resources. We have delete locks and we have read-only locks in Azure. And with a delete lock, we can provide a resource or a resource group. No, we can prevent a resource or a resource group from accidental deletion, because you simply cannot delete it after you have such a delete lock on your resource group. You should always define locks in advance. So don't start and lock the resources after it, but lock the resources before you start to put some information in it. Some virtual machines into a storage on a storage account, in a resource group, and so on. And always use them in combination with common sense. Because, for example, a read-only lock means you have read-only. You cannot change your resources. Resource groups, I've mentioned them before, are our management containers for every resource we put into an Azure subscription. Every resource is sticked to one resource group, but a resource group can contain many, many other resources. A resource group always has an Azure region as their metadata store, so every information for the resources that are part of a resource group are saved in one of the Azure locations. So you have to choose which location you want to have for a resource group. But a resource group can contain resources from several Azure locations, right? You can move resources between resource groups, but not every resource. So this is something you have to keep in mind before you start putting your resources into resource groups. I normally start with using a core resource group in my subscriptions. So every resource I use from several other resources, such a virtual network, for example, lies in my core resource group, and this core resource group is protected by a resource lock. And so I can attach virtual machine network interfaces to this single VNet. And the virtual machines are part of other resource groups, for example. Management groups, any one of you heard from them? It's a pretty new feature. And management groups provide a level of scope above subscription level. So management groups can contain several subscriptions and several other management groups. And we can use them to manage access policies, to manage other policies and compliance features. If we want to use a new management group, it's pretty easy. Every subscription has a so-called tenant root group. And under this tenant root group, you can put several other management groups under it. So you select Add Management Group, enter some name information, and it should, yeah. And then we have a new management group. To put your subscriptions, and you see I have 4 subscriptions in my Azure tenant, to put those subscriptions into the management group, you only select the 3 dots, select Move, enter the information from the new parent management group, and your subscription is moved. And we can do this a second time, and if we now click the new demo management group, we will see that 2 of the subscriptions are part of this management group now. And what we can do is we can put policies, assign policies to one of those management groups, and know that these policies are not only put to one subscription, but to all subscriptions that are part of this management group. Resource tags. I always say you need to use resource tags. Why is that? Because with resource tags, you have a simple option to know who is responsible for, say, a resource group or a single resource in this resource group. If you have a big company and you have maybe 2, 3, 4, whatever subscriptions, and let's say your developers come to you and say, hey, I need a new resource group to do stuff there. Then you have, at the end of the year, maybe 100 resource groups with several things. You as an admin, you do not know what it is, but with resource tags, you have an option to know who is the owner of this resource or of this resource group. Or what you can do is you can provide information such as cost centers, so you can do consolidated billing at the end of the day. For tags, it's the same as for resource logs. Define tags in advance. Don't start and put them after it, but start with defining tags and put them onto your resources or resource groups. I've mentioned resource policies. Resource policies are rule enforcements on resource group, or management group level. We have initiative definitions versus policy definitions. An initiative contains several policies, and you should define initiatives and assign initiatives on management group or resource group level. The 3 types we have is append, deny, and audit. An append policy, for example, is taking a tag and assign a tag to a resource or a resource group. A deny policy could be something you see on the right side, which is allowed locations. So you can define into which location you are allowed to put resources or resources groups in. And with an audit policy, you, for example, can audit the usage of custom RBAC rules. What is RBAC? The role-based access control. Oh, no, I have this one slide. Yeah, that's what I said. You should always create resource policies on management group level. You should assign those on management group or subscription level. What's the difference? If we create an initiative, you need to create the initiative as high as possible so you can use it underneath. So if you define an initiative on, say, subscription level, you cannot use this initiative on another subscription within the management group. So always define at the highest possible location, which is the management group, and assign these policies on a level where we need it, on management group or on subscription level. Okay? So let's talk about RBAC. The role-based access control is, let's say, a 3-tier entity. What we need is a security principal, which could be a user, a group, or a managed service principal. We need a role definition, which is a set of management rules. And for example, here is the contributor role, which means someone who is part of the contributor role is allowed to do anything on a subscription or on the level it is scoped, but not authorization changes. So a contributor is not allowed to give rights to other roles or other people. And third, what we need is the scope, which is resource group, subscription, or management group level. And if we bring those 3 together, we call this a role assignment. In this example, let's say Tom, as a user who's part of the DevOps group, is assigned the contributor role on the scope of his DevOps resource group. So he is allowed to manage resources within one resource group, but he doesn't even see other resources because he's not part of other roles, or the scope is not put onto other roles. What's just been announced is Azure Blueprints in a public preview. Have you all heard this announcement yesterday? Azure Blueprints is pretty awesome because we can bring together all this, what I said before, define this in advance, and assign a blueprint currently on subscription level. So we can say, in this example, I have Ben, who is member of the role Virtual Machine Administrator Login. And if I assign this blueprint onto a subscription, it is made clear that Ben will get this rollback, RBAC assignment. We can enforce tags and values on subscription level or on resource group level. We can even create resource groups, or we can even have ARM templates deployed using such a blueprint. Now, let's see in a live demo how this works. Can you all see this? Or do I need to enhance? OK. So what we see here is the policy window within Azure Portal. And what we have here is the blueprints in a preview. I've already created a blueprint definition in advance. But we can create a new one. Let's call it MS Ignite 2018 demo. And where do we want to create it? Well, I'm creating this in my tenant root group. And then we have artifacts. And artifacts are what do we want to have as blueprint information. So, for example, we can add a new resource group that we could name MS Ignite Demo. And we want this in Eastern US. And in this resource group, let's see. Let's take this. This is an audit policy which audits virtual machines that do not use managed disks. Now we can save this. And after we've saved it, we can assign it to one of the subscriptions, and then in this subscription, some minutes later, we will see that the resource group is created there, and we have the policy that I just added to the resource group. It's going to be published. Say this is 1.0. And then we can assign it to the developer program benefit. And we can, this is new now, we can also lock these resources we've just created. So we define a lock during blueprint assignment, and no one, not even the subscription owner, is able to delete these resources after on. And this is how we can make sure that we have a governance concept, and we put this governance concept through all of our subscriptions, through our management groups. At the moment, there's no possibility to assign a blueprint on management group level. Maybe it's coming, I'm not sure. Let's see. But what we can do is, at the moment, we can assign blueprints on subscription level. And this is what all of you should do in advance. Now, moving back, the key takeaways for Azure governance. First is pretty important, next to common sense, plan first, act second. Because I've just mentioned it before, if you start maybe putting a recovery services vault into a resource group and you cannot move it later on, then you need to restart from the beginning, and this is not what you want to do. You should use templates to automatically deploy your resources. Because if you do it manually, maybe you forget something, maybe you change your name schema or whatever. With templates, no matter if it's ARM or if it's a PowerShell, you make sure you have a standard, and this standard is put through to all of your subscription resources. You should use no delete resource locks to prevent accidental deletion of your key resources, just like I do with my core resource group. Always and always and always and always use resource tags. You can define them for yourself because it's simply a name-value key pair. But do it. Leverage resource policies to enforce resource tag usage and compliance rules. So you can define your tags, you can use policies, and now on you can use blueprints to put these policies onto your resources and your resource groups. And last but not least is adhere to the principle of least privilege. Only give your users the rights they really need in your subscription. What we're currently doing, for example, is with our customers that we're using B2B collaboration. So my O365, my Azure AD account, is invited to their subscription. I get management rights. For example, the contributor right I showed you on a resource group level, and I can only manage resources within this resource group, but nowhere else. Okay? So, I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, I'm still here. Please evaluate the session. This is pretty important for Microsoft and for us as speakers. And yeah, enjoy Microsoft Ignite. See you the next days. If you're interested, you see me tomorrow here for a session about Azure Security Center. We're doing some life hacks on virtual machines, and let's see what Azure Security Center has to offer. So enjoy the day, enjoy Microsoft Ignite. Thank you for being here. Thanks.